Introduced in Delhi's Patiala House Court. Asiya, along with two of her associates, were brought in fact, early morning from Srinagar Central Jail to the national capital. NIA had got the transit remands earlier in the day, and these are exclusive visuals breaking on Republic TV of Asiya Andrabi and two of her associates who have been brought inside the Patiala House Court. The hearing will be resuming anytime soon. The NIA would be seeking a formal arrest and, of course, her custody as well. The entire interrogation will lead to some crucial details on the money trail, the money she received from Pakistan, and also the kind of activities, the terror funding she was involved in the Kashmir Valley. Shravan Sen, our deputy editor, who's been tracking NIA very closely, getting us more details. Shravan, what's the latest that you're picking up? This is something important because Asiya Andrabi for the first time has been brought into Delhi by the NIA, and the interrogation could lead to the Pakistan hand yet again.
Well, in fact, Republic TV was perhaps the first channel on 29th of June when we did break the information that the National Investigation Agency wanted to bring Asiya Andrabi to New Delhi for further questioning. Now, we do know that Asiya Andrabi, along with her two associates, have already been produced before the Patiala House Court. What we are also picking up from our sources within the National Investigation Agency is that the idea would be to question her with regards to her organization, Duktar and Millat, which has been named in not just one but two FIRs by the National Investigation Agency. Also, while carrying out the investigation in the terror funding case, we are also picking up that the NIA essentially found leads with regards to her organization receiving funds from Pakistan. Not just that, despite this organization being banned by the center, she, along with her two associates, were still managing to run this entire organization and carrying out anti-national activities. And that is the reason why NIA essentially believes that custodial interrogation of Asiya Andrabi would become extremely important. She has also been summoned in the past, but she has never responded to the summons that were sent by the National Investigation Agency. That is essentially why, when she was taken into custody by the J&K police, that's when the terror funding team of the NIA actually decided that it would be the perfect time to get her to New Delhi for further questioning, and they would certainly be hoping that she would be giving further details with regards to the funding that her organization was receiving, because they suspect that that particular funding was actually being utilized for anti-national activities, and that is something that the NIA's terror funding team is looking at, and this at a time when the agency in itself is planning to carry out a second, perhaps the sequel to what we saw in the terror funding case. So that is going to be a crucial help as far as her questioning is concerned.
All right, Shravan Sen, please stay with us. This is an important story that you are breaking. Just to recap for our viewers, it's an important development. For the first time, Asiya Andrabi, the Pakistan proxy, has been brought in from Srinagar to New Delhi. Those visuals exclusively on your screens of Asiya Andrabi along with her two associates have been in fact brought into New Delhi and produced before the Patiala House Court. The Patiala House Court could be in fact giving NIA that custody that is required for an interrogation to lead the entire Pakistan hand in terror funding. As Shravan Sen, my colleague, has been reporting, this is the second part, a sequel of what was witnessed last year as well, when several top separatists from the Hurriyat and other factions were arrested in the terror funding case for instigating violence and paying stone pelters across the Kashmir Valley. Shravan, could you also explain the larger consequences on this? Because one, there's governor's rule in J&K, full hand has been given to forces. On the other, the NIA is doing their job very professionally and honestly. They have now picked up a top separatist, Asiya Andrabi. It was the second-rung leaders initially, and now the top leaders are being charged up, being arrested by the NIA. And also, she is somebody who was in touch with the Lashkar-e-Toiba chief, Hafiz Saeed.
Well, her links to Pakistan is quite well established, and that is something that the NIA is aware of. And the thing is that at a time when they're looking at a sequel to the terror funding case, her questioning would become very vital to this entire case. What we are also picking up is that, unlike in the past where we saw the terror funding case was essentially limited to the second rung of leadership of the Hurriyat, we are now given to understand that the sequel, as far as the terror funding case is concerned, that would certainly see more summons being sent to the top leadership of Hurriyat. Further questioning of the top leadership would certainly help the NIA to establish an entire case that is going to become extremely important to take the terror funding case forward. Because remember, the existing case in itself is going to come up for hearing in the Patiala House Court very soon. The date is sometime next month. Once that happens, the charges would also be framed, and that would certainly help the NIA to take this entire case forward. They're also looking at exposing the entire Pakistan link, because the initial report that they have is a clear Pakistan funding that her organization has got so far.